Are you a talented footballer with the potential to go all of the way, but you've never been spotted or had a trial? Well, all you need to do is check out a brand new innovative business that I've started with my partners called Scout Size. It gives you a chance to get spotted by our network of scouts to try and get you a trial at a professional club. Scout Size places you in front of a professional scout who will assess your talent. You simply need to visit our website right now and upload your clips as directed. Our scouts will then view them and give you a full assessment. If you meet a certain criteria, your details will be sent to scouts at professional football clubs for them to come and see you play. It's as simple as that. So visit scoutsize.com right now and send in your clips, and a scout could be coming to watch you play at your next game. AFTV Transfer Daily, the show that keeps you up to date with players that will be linked with a transfer move to Arsenal. Hi and welcome along to AFTV Transfer Daily, the show that keeps you up to date with players that may link with a summer transfer move to Arsenal. Don't forget to use the code SE50 to get your 50% off Scout Size. The link is in the description. Jumping straight into the transfers. Remember on yesterday's show, we did a poll. Who would you rather Arsenal sign? Eberechi Eze or Rodrigo? Gotta tell you, this poll really took me by surprise. 87% of you said Eze. Only 13% Rodrigo. That really surprised me. I thought the majority of people probably go for Rodrigo, you know what I mean? Like, exciting. Listen, Eze is exciting as well. But 87%, I think that's the most overwhelming poll we've had so far since we've been doing Transfer Daily this summer. 87% of you said you would rather Arsenal sign Eze. So you guys would love us to get Eze in. There's lots of excitement about the possibility of signing Eze. At this stage is talks. We've got to just, maybe just tailor people back a little bit and just say that at this stage, there's been talks for Eze. There's no bid that's gone in. It's just that them Arsenal making inquiries and talking to Eze. Looks like Eze would love the move. Remember, Eze famously was at Arsenal as a youngster, got rejected by Arsenal. Wasn't kept on, he, said afterwards he was in tears for a week, after being rejected by Arsenal. But listen, he's gone on to have a fantastic career. Crystal Palace, he's been absolutely brilliant, and now Arsenal, as well as Spurs, are the two clubs that are really, really interested in signing him. Arsenal still said to favour Rodrigo, according to a lot of the reports. But if they can't get that done, they'd try and make a move for Eze. You remember, he's got this £68 million release clause. So would it be that Arsenal would activate that? Is that too expensive as well? I don't know. But certainly, you guys out there would love to see us sign Eze. A lot of this could depend as well upon what happens with Crystal Palace as regards to the Europa League. Remember, as I said on yesterday's show, they're in danger of not being able to compete in the Europa League this year because their owner, John Textor, who has now sold his shares in Crystal Palace, also owns Lyon, and you can't have joint ownership of two clubs at the same time in the same European competition. So they've broken the rules on that. They were supposed to give a decision on that yesterday. They've pushed it out till Monday now. But a lot of it could depend on that. But Eze wanted by Arsenal, and at 87% of you would love to see that happen. But as I said, at this stage, it's talks. But I can also exclusively reveal on AFTV Transfer Daily today that Arsenal are in talks with another player as well. Another player from South London, just like Eze, but he plies his trade over there in Italy for Atalanta. And I'm talking about Ademola Lookman, the Nigerian international. Remember, he famously scored a hat-trick. This is one better than what Eze did in scoring that goal in the FA Cup final. He scored a hat-trick in the Europa League final in 2024 when Atalanta surprisingly beat Bayer Leverkusen, who'd gone the whole season unbeaten. He was the star of the show, scoring a hat-trick, man of the match in that as well. And also, he's been absolutely brilliant at Atalanta. Plays as sort of a second striker or left winger. Again, that season, in that Europa League, he scored 17 goals and had 10 assists in all competitions. He then followed it up last year again with another really, really good season. 20 goals in all competitions, so even more, and 7 assists, including 15 goals in Serie A. And that is really, really impressive. Remember, Serie A is a division that, Italians famous for their defending, so it's not easy to break down defences in that league. He went and done it again. 2 consistent seasons for him. He did fall out with the manager at the start of last season, but it didn't affect his goal scoring. And he's been linked with moves away from Atalanta for several occasions. It does look like he's going to be leaving this season. David Ornstein exclusively revealed a couple of days ago that Atalanta are on the verge of signing Sulemana from Southampton for £18.5 million. And it looks like he could be a replacement for Lookman. Now, Arsenal have been in talks with Lookman about the possibility of a move. As I said, just like with the Eze one, it's talks at this stage, but I can exclusively, as I said, again, reveal that these talks have taken place. His current contract runs until 2027, and it's rumoured that Atalanta would be looking for around about £50 million for the 27-year-old. One to keep an eye on, Ademola Lookman. Would you have him at Arsenal? As I said, the guy that goes under the radar but has consistently been scoring goals. Remember, he was previously in the Premier League. He didn't work out for him at Everton, didn't work out for him at several clubs over here in the UK, but he really has made a name for himself over there in Italy, in Serie A. Keep an eye on this situation. Ademola Lookman, Arsenal have been in talks with him. Now, what about this one? Sesko. We know that he has been the number one target in that striking position if you listen to all the reports. But Arsenal have been really, put off by the price what RB Leipzig have been asking for Sesko, which is said to be anything between 68 million to 85 million pounds, which lots of the reports is more at the higher end. And that is one of the reasons why Arsenal have been really balking at that and not really moved in for him, and have really been, in recent weeks, really sort of been favouring over more to the Gyökeres side. However, Bild report today that RB Leipzig have reportedly dropped their price to around about 70 million euros. That's their asking price now for Benjamin Sesko, which would be around about 69.7 million pounds. So that would be a significant drop to what they were previously asking. Could this be the thing that gets this deal done? Sesko wants to come to Arsenal. Again, I can kind of exclusively reveal on this one that, some of the people, representatives close to him, have denied some of the rumours that have been floating around in recent times that, about release clauses being inserted into the contract and him demanding ridiculously high wages. Sesko would like the move to Arsenal, but his sticking thing has been the price. Could this be the thing that gets this deal done? Or are Arsenal going to go with Gyökeres? The suspense continues, but that's quite significant, that news coming out of Bild over there in Germany. They're normally quite reliable as well on a lot of the German clubs. Let's see how that one develops out. But Sesko, Arsenal would like to get that deal done before they fly away to pre-season, which is towards the end of this month. Or should I say towards the end of next month in July. And what about this one? We spoke about this on yesterday's show. Christian Mosquera, out of the blue this one came, the Valencia centre-back. The Arsenal want to sign him. They're in advanced talks to sign him. The Spanish publication Eldest Markets claims that Valencia have rejected Arsenal's opening 90 million euro bid for Mosquera. That's said to be, that's around about 16.2 million pounds. They value him at 35 million euros. That's around about just under 30 million pounds. Now, discussions are ongoing. Arsenal are set to make a second bid, according to the reports. I don't think Valencia are going to get that fee. Valencia have been a club that have been mired in financial problems. So obviously they're going to try and get as much money as they can. But as I said on yesterday's show, Mosquera only has 1 year left on his current contract. The last thing Valencia are going to want is him walking away for nothing when they've got so much financial issues. It is a player that's come through their ranks, so it will represent pure profit. He's been at Valencia since he was 12 years old. But will Arsenal be able to get this deal done? Will whatever they come in for in their second bid, because they're said to be ready in their second bid, be enough to get this player in? He's also wanted by AC Milan. He's wanted by RB Leipzig, Villa, Real Madrid were interested in him, but now they've got Heisen in. Maybe they've cooled on that. But Mosquera, still wanted by Arsenal. They're said to be ready in a second bid to try and get this deal done. So those are the rumours for today. Thanks for watching the show. Don't forget, we will keep you up to date with all the transfer rumours here on AFTV. All you got to do is subscribe so you do not miss a thing. Thanks for watching the show, and also check out some of our excellent videos that we've been doing this week. Talking transfers have been brilliant. Big clashes between me and Lee on the Invincible podcast, as usual. He ain't happy about some of the signings, right? You may be aggrieving, right? Jump on there and check that out. That's out right now as well. But thanks for watching the show, and I'll see you tomorrow.